everyone, I'm Joe. Welcome to Scarecrow Joe's studio for another awesome tutorial. I'm super excited about this one. We are about to embark on an epic adventure of Gothic gargoyle proportions. And as you can see, I do have my gargoyle here. I made this guy about 4 years ago. It was during the COVID pandemic. And he's been sitting around and gathering some dust, and I bring him out every Halloween, and then after that he gets wrapped up and he goes back into the basement. I've been giving this a lot of thought on creating a tutorial for this, and the number one reason that I haven't done so in the past is because with a lot of art, when I do something for the first time, it's a lot of trial and error, and it takes a lot of time to get through these things and kind of figure them out, how to streamline them, make them more clear, more concise, and redirect a lot of things and just make them better so that they translate better in a tutorial so that you, my friends, can make something like this as well. In this little segment here, before I get to teaching you how to build the armature for a gargoyle, I wanted to give a brief introduction on the process, what it's going to take, the tools and materials, so that when we finally get into it, which is going to be very soon, I don't have to waste a lot of time in explaining a lot of things. Gargoyles are very special to me. They're one of my favorite creatures. I love things that have horns, that have wings, that have teeth or fangs and talons. And so this is right up my alley. And if you're into that kind of thing, it's going to be right up your alley as well. I just want to put it out there that I do not consider this tutorial a beginning tutorial by any means. I would say it's more of an advanced paper mache tutorial. However, if you have made some paper mache art, and especially if you have watched some of my other videos on how to make paste, how to make clay, how to apply it, how to make armatures, I think you're going to be fine, even if you've only done a few of those things. I will not be teaching you how to make paste or clay in this video. I'm going to concentrate on building the armature, getting you set up, doing the sculpture, painting and sealing it, so that you have a really great Halloween decoration. And it could actually be something that you put in your house year-round if you wanted to. Now, the scale of this guy, he's quite big. So I'm going to tone it down a bit. It's going to be probably half this size. But you can always make it to the proportions that you want it to be. I'm going to give you a kind of an up-close look on the sculptural details and some of those things. And then I'll run down. And after I show you some of these things, the sculptural details on this guy, I'm going to go over briefly tools and materials that you will need to build the armature. And in the description of the armature video, which is going to be coming up very quickly, hopefully within the next few days, I will list the complete tools and materials that you'll need to complete your gargoyle. So let's get a closer look at this guy. So like I said, he's pretty big, and he looks like he would weigh a ton. He doesn't. He actually only weighs about 20 pounds. It's paper mache clay, so it's very light. And creating the armature, it's cardboard. Believe it or not, the entire thing is cardboard underneath the clay here. So that makes it a very lightweight piece. Lots of cool things about him. I'm going to show you how to make the platform that he sits on. I'm going to show you how to create out of separate elements using your clay, your paper mache clay, how to make the tongue, and how to make it kind of protrude and stick up a little bit, how to make your teeth, how to make your talons, and then also, these are separate elements. The head we're going to create separately, and then we will attach him to the cardboard armature. I'm going to turn him around so you can see the side of him. Just want to give you a look at the side, the profile of him, and how I sculpted that out. I will show you how to build in some muscle structure if you wanted to. Make him look like a brute, like this guy right here. And I'm going to turn him so you can get a good look here of the back of him, or the wings. attached to him and how I sculpted out and put some muscle structure and kind of like a spine in the back here. Like I said, he's big. We're going to do half his size. He's about from the height of him, the very top to the bottom of the platform. He's about 24 inches, so 2 feet tall. And he's about 20 inches from the widest point, 20 inches in width. So we're going to scale it down, make a smaller version, like half of his size. Still going to be really cool. You can still put him on a platform or a column or something like that. Put him on a shelf so that he's looking down. And I'm going to show you how to create different types of heads or faces for your armature, for your gargoyle, and the ways that you can create your wings to make this a lot more simple than the process that I originally went through when I created this 4 years ago. And on that note, you know, being around for 4 years, he has a little bit of, he's sustained a little bit of damage. He's missing a talon down there. He's got some little nicks and chips on his wings here. Other than that, he's still in really great shape, so I'm quite proud of that. He's very durable, so we're going to make your gargoyle extremely durable and waterproof it or weatherproof it to an extent that you can feel confident on putting it outside in a Halloween display if you so choose to do so. So other than that, let's just run down quickly tools and materials that you're going to need for your armature build. The tools and materials to start your armature build are pretty simple. You're going to need a good amount of corrugated cardboard. I have a big panel of corrugated cardboard. Even though we're making one that's about half this size, you're still going to need a lot of good corrugated cardboard. You're also going to need some thin, flexible cardboard, such as a food packaging from like cereal boxes. You're going to need a lot of that too, not just this little piece. I probably don't have enough. I'm going to have to go out and buy a lot of cereal. Anyway, you're also going to need quite a bit of newspaper, not only for strip machining, but for also creating your templates for your body, your wings, and your head, among other things. You're going to need something to measure with, whether it's a ruler or some kind of a measuring tape. This is like a seamstress type measuring tape. You're going to need a blade of some sort, like a box cutter, a pair of scissors, a marker, a hot glue gun, and hot glue gun sticks. You're going to need quite a few of those, so get prepared for that. You're also going to need masking tape, and you're going to need quite a bit of masking tape for this project as well. An optional thing here is if you have any scrap styrofoam that came in like a packaging, a container that you bought, you know, that was delivered to you, like a small appliance or something, and you have some styrofoam, I always keep that stuff to reuse it. So if you have that, that'll come in handy too. If you don't worry about it. Don't go out and try to source it or buy anything on purpose to have some styrofoam. There's a workaround for that. Other than that, you're going to need some paper mache paste. That's probably it for the armature build that's going to be coming up in the very first tutorial section of building your gargoyle. Alright, but for now, that's going to do it. That was a brief introduction on building a gargoyle and what's going to come and what you need. Be prepared for it. This is a kind of an intense sort of a project or a display piece to make. It's going to take several weeks, and we're going to do it in several stages, so please keep that in mind. And I'm going to, you know, get on it as soon as possible and keep the segments rolling so that you could move along right along with me and make your gargoyle hopefully before Halloween. That's my goal, because I do have one more other tutorial after the gargoyle build that I really want to get done for you before Halloween. But this is the main thing. This is the main event for me, Joe, at Scarecrow Joe Studio, to bring this to you, and I'm so happy to do so. But in the meantime, I thank you again for watching and for subscribing. And if you are not a current subscriber, please subscribe. Make sure you guys are turning on notifications as well for the videos so that you're notified as soon as the armature, the first section of the armature build is uploaded and ready to be viewed so that you can get going on this tutorial. But until then, again, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one real soon.